PewDiePie actually hit the nail right on the head.
So in a way, I can understand why you want to take down this video.
But again, PewDiePie was in the right by saying...
But the problem here is that you're just drawing more attention to it.
Pokimane's downfall didn't happen overnight. It was a slow, messy crash that built up for years. Fans didn't just flip on the world's biggest female streamer one random morning. Their trust chipped away bit by bit until the perfect image they believed in started to feel fake. The first real crack showed up back in 2019 when Pokimane started filing copyright claims on videos that featured her, sometimes just screenshots or tiny clips. The twist? Her own streams were filled with her reacting to other people's content while chatting live with fans. That double standard didn't sit right with anyone.
Trying to hide all that drama only ended up bringing more attention to it. Again, in the moment, I was just doing that because I thought it was something that would calm down all the drama. Although I was legally within my right to take down the video, morally and as a content creator, it wasn't something that I should have done because, I mean, at the end of the day, those were tweets that me and Keem made publicly and videos that we made publicly. So I totally apologize for that.
Things really exploded when she copyright struck YouTuber Bo Black over a harmless recap video that talked about her drama with Keemstar. The internet didn't just react, they erupted. That moment caught the attention of commentary creator Purify, who called Pokimane by name. He said he understood her point of view, but he made it clear she wasn't getting a free pass this time. There were no screams or cheap insults, just a calm but sharp breakdown of everything she did wrong. PewDiePie didn't hold back when he explained why abusing copyright tools was dangerous and how it set a terrible example for creators all over the platform. He called out the hypocrisy straight up. You can't claim ownership over reaction clips when your whole career is built on reacting to other people's content. As more fans tuned into these breakdowns, Pokimane's wholesome image started to crumble fast.
To be fair, I actually can't believe it. Anyone would sponsor these shenanigans. Wait, we saw this, right?
Then something rare happened. Right at the height of the backlash, Pokimane actually listened. She came forward, admitted she was wrong, and apologized publicly, instead of doubling down like so many others do. For a short moment, the internet respected it. It felt real, honest, and refreshing. But that lesson didn't last long. In 2020, YouTuber It's a Gundam dropped a video titled "Simp Willingly Goes Homeless for Pokimane," and that's when everything blew up again. Pokimane's fan base suddenly became the new focus of controversy. In the video, Gundam shared a private chat between two of her fans that instantly made people uncomfortable. One fan confessed he donated $1,000 to Pokimane even though he was 4 months behind on rent. That detail hit viewers hard. Gundam used it as proof of what he called parasocial behavior gone too far inside her community.
To the rich?
No! Like the ultra rich, the ultra giga rich,
You
unnecessarily
have to
rich.
clarify. They're gonna clip that and it's gonna make you look bad.
Oh,
You
The
gotta
ultra
say
giga
the billionaires.
the billionaires.
you are rich.
The Bezos.
He broke down how some supporters weren't just loyal, they were obsessed. In his eyes, certain supporters believed that if they kept donating enough money, it might somehow turn into a real relationship with Pokimane herself. That mindset was where things started getting dangerous. And to top it off, Gundam even mocked her content style, adding more fuel to the chaos. He claimed most of Pokimane's content relied on reaction clips, recycled internet trends, and copying popular Fortnite dances. Yet it still pulled millions of views. To him, it looked lazy, overhyped, and completely overpraised.
You're just drawing more attention to it. It's the Streisand effect every single time. The more you try and hide something, the more people are gonna find out about it. All these people that I brought up today have examples of using other people's content for their own content. They could all get copyright striked just the same way they copyright strike other people or claim their video.
Pokimane didn't take that lightly. She saw the video as a full-on attack, not just on her, but on her entire fan base, and she fired back live on stream. But she didn't stop at criticizing It's a Gundam for calling her out. Pokimane went a step further and publicly exposed the sponsor of his video.
I didn't ask why she congratulated X. I asked, I guess in a way that was like supporting Kick. And I made it very clear to her. I was like, I'm not trying to reprimand you. I just feel like we've talked about this kind of stuff before, and I'm curious for your opinion.
That move instantly set the internet on fire. Viewers felt she had crossed a serious line by targeting someone's sponsor instead of responding to the actual criticism. Things got even messier when her fans swarmed Gundam's comment sections with hate, almost proving the exact point he made about obsessive followers. Pokimane never truly addressed the arguments he brought up. Instead, she tried to talk over him and shut the discussion down completely. When people pushed back, she doubled down, saying content that spreads lies, misinformation, or appearance-based insults shouldn't be allowed to have sponsors. But the idea that a massive streamer could use her influence to threaten another creator's income made a lot of people uneasy. And just when it seemed things couldn't get any more awkward, they did. During a later live stream, Pokimane accidentally opened a browser tab that flashed a scene from an adult film. It lasted barely a second, but that tiny moment sent her image into even murkier territory. Most people might not have missed it completely, but this was Twitch chat, and Twitch chat catches everything. Within seconds, clips were everywhere. What should have been a tiny forgettable mistake turned into endless replay material for reaction channels and commentary creators. Pokimane moved quick. She deleted the stream and explained that the tab opening was totally accidental.
But the real controversy didn't come from the mistake. It came from what happened after. Twitch, a platform known for banning streamers over smaller issues, decided not to ban her at all. No suspension, not even a timeout. Later, Pokimane tweeted that she only got a warning and even joked that at least it made a good meme. That's when the tone online shifted, fast. People stopped laughing. To her critics, this was the clearest proof yet of what they'd been saying for years. Twitch plays favorites and doesn't enforce rules equally. The word privileged started flying around everywhere. Fans who once defended her without question began to feel disconnected, like the Pokimane they supported didn't really exist anymore. The outrage wasn't just about the slip, it was about the double standard. Viewers weren't just frustrated with Pokimane's reaction, but with Twitch itself for protecting her. It became less about one mistake and more about what it symbolized, how fame could bend the rules. And 2020 wasn't done with her yet, not even close. Another storm was brewing in the background, and this one had a familiar name attached to it. Former YouTuber Leafy is here. He'd been watching everything unfold from a distance since the It's a Gundam drama and the Twitch controversy, and now he was ready to step back into the chaos. Leafy decided he was done staying quiet, and when he came back swinging. He dropped a wave of videos aimed straight at Pokimane, tearing into her content, her influence, and her place on the platform. He claimed she added nothing original to the streaming world, saying most of her broadcasts were just low-effort reaction clips dressed up as personality.
Don't look at the price! Don't look at the price! But guys, they are works of art. Let's be so for real.
That back and forth kicked the backlash into a whole new level. Then came the wild claim that flipped everything upside down. Leafy accused Pokimane of secretly having a boyfriend and hiding it from her audience. He never showed any real proof, but that didn't stop the internet for even a second. The rumor spread like wildfire, and soon Pokimane boyfriend was plastered all over social media. What really shocked people was who was spreading it. It wasn't just her critics this time. Some of the loudest voices came from her own fans. A part of her audience felt weirdly betrayed, even though Pokimane had never once promised she was single. The real issue wasn't the truth, it was perception. That parasocial bond some viewers built over the years cracked the moment they thought she might be dating someone. Leafy's attacks eventually caught up to him. He was permanently banned from YouTube for violating harassment policies. But even his removal didn't kill the controversy. The conversation around Pokimane kept growing without him. She tried to laugh it off at first, even posting a photo next to a cardboard outline of Barack Obama and jokingly calling him her boyfriend. But by then, the internet had already made up its mind, and the gossip machine was unstoppable. That joke didn't land the way Pokimane expected. If anything, it made things worse. With everything spiraling out of control, she announced she'd be stepping away from streaming for a month to focus on her mental health. But instead of calming things down, the timing only fired people up even more. Fans felt like she walked away right when they wanted answers, and the questions just kept stacking higher.
As someone who's a friend of mine, I think it's good to talk to fellow streamer friends about how they feel about something, so you can also form your opinion whether you agree or disagree. That's all. Do you guys have friends?
No, and this is why.
So basically, this Twitter drama became an even bigger drama thanks to the YouTube algorithm. So in a way, I can understand why you want to take down this video, because this selected thing blows up and becomes even bigger.
The chaos didn't stop there. The noise followed her straight into what was supposed to be a peaceful break. The pressure got so heavy that she ended her month off after just 2 weeks. When she returned, she dropped an apology video where she admitted she made a mistake by leaving before addressing the backlash directly. She also revisited the It's a Gundam drama, finally owning up to crossing a line, saying that no matter how frustrated she was, going after someone's sponsor was never the right move. Then she tackled the boyfriend rumors head-on, explaining that she wanted to keep a clear boundary between her private life and her public career. After that apology, it finally seemed like Pokimane had moved past all the chaos. For a while, things were smooth. Her streams were steady, the backlash died down, and her reputation started to recover bit by bit. But the calm didn't last forever. The moment that arguably did the most damage to her public image came from something that was supposed to bring her closer to her fans. In 2023, Pokimane launched her healthy cookie brand, Minus Snacks, and what she thought would be a wholesome feel-good business move turned into another full-blown controversy. The first thing people noticed? The price tag, and it instantly had everyone talking. $28 for 4 cookies? Fans couldn't believe it. Even longtime supporters who'd been with Pokimane since day one thought the price was outrageous. But things only got worse
From there, curious fans started digging, and what they found made the internet explode. People noticed that the cookies looked almost identical to another brand called Toasty Midnight Mini Cookies, and it didn't stop there. Both brands were linked to the same manufacturer, and that discovery sent social media straight into detective mode. Before long, accusations started flying. People claimed Pokimane was buying $10 cookies and flipping them for nearly triple the price. Pokimane jumped in to defend herself, saying Minus Snacks had been her personal passion project for 2 years, and that the pricing reflected high-quality ingredients and brand costs. But her explanation didn't cool the heat, it just made the debate louder. Eventually, Pokimane snapped and decided to address everything live on stream. She looked right into the camera and sent a message to those saying they couldn't afford the cookies. But that's where everything really shifted. To many viewers, her tone came off cold and out of touch, like she was talking down to the same fans who'd helped her get to millionaire status. The vibe flipped instantly. Even big creators like Moist Critical jumped in and called her out for sounding disconnected and frustrated with her own audience. Public opinion turned on a dime. What was supposed to be a fun, feel-good cookie launch became yet another controversy stapled to Pokimane's name. And this time, it stuck hard. The wholesome image she'd rebuilt over the years started cracking all over again. Pokimane followed up with what many fans call the half-hearted apology. She brushed off the cookie drama by saying she was just joking, but for a lot of people, that excuse felt all too familiar. Every controversy blew up, it somehow never seemed to be her fault. It was always humor taken the wrong way, or something she didn't mean seriously. Fans were starting to see a pattern, and patience was running out fast. That explanation just didn't work anymore for a big chunk of her audience, and before long, a brand new controversy was already brewing. One streamer Pokimane had a long public history with was XQ. They were never super close, but they had collaborated plenty of times, gaming together, joking around, and even debating now and then.
From the outside, it looked like a normal, friendly relationship between the two biggest names in streaming. But what happened next shocked everyone. In 2023, XQ announced his massive deal with Kick, reportedly worth around $100 million, one of the biggest streaming deals ever made. The internet went wild celebrating the news, except Pokimane didn't seem too impressed. While reading chat messages on stream about Kick becoming the next big platform, she reacted skeptically and claimed that Kick was basically just making Twitch money, and that Twitch could shut Kick down whenever it wanted. The comments spread instantly, and XQ didn't waste any time responding. He explained that Kick only uses Amazon's AWS servers, and that Amazon is way bigger than Twitch. It doesn't work like she claimed. He pointed out that her argument just didn't make sense, and fans couldn't believe how fast a casual comment turned into another internet showdown. The buzz around Pokimane's comments had started to fade until one specific clip went viral. Instead of clarifying what she meant, she shifted the focus completely, saying the backlash was happening because she's a woman. According to her, the hate wasn't about what she said, but who she was. That response didn't cool things off. It poured gasoline on the fire. Things heated up even more when a viewer in chat asked if she'd ever consider moving to Kick for $10 million. Her answer? It didn't calm anyone down. It just kept the drama alive and added yet another chapter to the growing list of moments fans were getting tired of defending. Pokimane insisted her stance was about principle, but to a lot of people it started sounding like plain old jealousy. Her tone rubbed many viewers the wrong way. People said she seemed to be throwing shade at XQ instead of addressing the real issue, and XQ wasn't about to just let that slide. He clapped back, calling out what he saw as double standards. He pointed out that Pokimane took the moral high ground about Kick's gambling ties, yet never said a word about Amazon's own partnerships with gambling platforms like DraftKings, despite Twitch being owned by Amazon.
At first, it looked like the situation might finally cool off, but then it got even messier. Streamer Valkyrae publicly congratulated XQC on his massive Kick deal, and that's when the drama reignited. Valkyrae later revealed that Pokimane had privately messaged her saying she was surprised that Ray would support something connected to gambling. That private message going public turned an already heated moment into another full-blown feud, and the internet wasn't about to let it go quiet. That revelation did not sit right with fans. To many people, it felt like Pokimane was trying to push her personal beliefs onto other creators behind the scenes, and that rubbed a lot of viewers the wrong way. Even XQC looked caught off guard when Valkyrae's message went public, exposing the private exchange to millions. The final crack came soon after, when Pokimane went public to explain what she meant by messaging Valkyrae. But her explanation didn't land the way she hoped. It only made things worse. For most viewers, it didn't sound like moral concern anymore. Instead, it came off like she was struggling to accept that XQC had outgrown her in popularity and influence at that moment. That shift in power changed how people saw everything that followed. Then, in 2024, Pokimane dropped a bombshell. After nearly a decade as one of Twitch's most recognizable faces, she announced she was leaving her exclusive contract with the platform. Fans were stunned. At first, everyone assumed she wanted the freedom to explore new platforms or business moves, but the real reason came later on her Spotify podcast. Pokimane revealed it wasn't about chasing opportunities at all. It was about the changing culture on Twitch. She hinted that the environment had turned sour, saying certain aggressive online movements made the platform feel less like home and more like a battlefield. And this time, Pokimane didn't aim at random trolls hiding behind fake usernames. She called out some of Twitch's biggest male creators, accusing them of helping to normalize misogyny and toxic masculinity across the site. It was a bold, heavy accusation, and it instantly split opinions down the middle. Some people applauded her courage, while others thought she was burning every bridge left behind. While Pokimane painted Twitch as a hostile, toxic environment, not everyone was buying that story. A lot of viewers remembered something very different.
how Twitch had repeatedly protected her while other creators got hit with bans for way less. People remembered suspensions flying left and right, while Pokimane often walked away with nothing more than a warning or no punishment at all. So when she started framing herself as a victim of Twitch's culture, many fans weren't convinced at all. To them, this didn't look like escaping toxicity, it looked like a strategic shift. Streaming had changed, the landscape had moved on, and a new generation was now running the scene. The old formula of reacting to videos and eating on stream just wasn't pulling the same numbers anymore. Even Moist Critical weighed in, pointing this out directly. He questioned her logic, saying that if red pill culture was really the core issue, then YouTube was an even bigger hub for that kind of content than Twitch ever was, yet that was the platform she chose to move toward. To him, it felt like Pokimane was rewriting history and ignoring the fact that Twitch had bent its own rules for her for nearly a decade. Then, in April 2025, Pokimane found herself right back in the spotlight. She went live from the streets of Paris with fellow streamer and FaZe Clan member Jason the Ween, Jason Lee. At first, it seemed casual and fun, but the conversation slowly shifted in a way that made viewers uncomfortable. Then, Pokimane said something that immediately rubbed people the wrong way, and chat lit up fast. What was supposed to be a chill IRL stream suddenly turned into another moment fans couldn't ignore. Even Jason stepped in, clearly confused, asking her straight up if she wasn't rich herself and pointing out the irony in what she was saying. That single moment hit hard. The clip spread fast and reopened debates people thought were already settled. Instead of reading the room, Pokimane doubled down, and that decision only made everything worse. Once the clip hit social media, the reaction turned brutal. Viewers started calling her tone deaf, saying it was hard to take a millionaire seriously while she streamed from Paris, talked about designing clothes, and criticized wealth at the same time. The irony was impossible to miss. It spoke for itself. Around the same time, another clip started circulating. This one showed Pokimane casually spending hundreds of dollars on designer mugs like it was nothing. The contrast was glaring. Here was someone with millions in the bank telling everyday people to question wealth, all while enjoying every luxury money could buy. By that point, her credibility was slipping fast. People stopped treating her takes as thoughtful or sincere. More viewers felt like her opinions shifted depending on what sounded good in the moment. That pattern became impossible to ignore in July 2025 when a major high-profile court case dominated headlines, and the jury delivered a verdict that shocked many. Pokimane tweeted a message saying people should believe the victims, but the response was immediate and harsh. Fans pushed back hard. To them, it felt like obvious virtue signaling. People quickly brought up past moments, reminding everyone that she had previously joked about serious topics instead of treating them with care. That contradiction reignited everything, and for many viewers, it confirmed what they'd been thinking all along. And that's where this chapter ends, for now. If you found this breakdown interesting, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, share it with others, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters, and this story clearly isn't done yet.